Hi, Vieira with stockmarketlive.tv. Today we are going to discuss Freeport-McMoRan stock forecast 2016. The investment process in Freeport-McMoRan, it has been discussed here for years. For years we have been discussing Freeport-McMoRan downgrading shares a few years ago, as you have it on the chart. $56.15. This is when I recommended to bail out of a long-term investment in Freeport-McMoRan, and since then I remained bearish Freeport-McMoRan. In 2014 I made a very important call. We reiterated the strong sell rating in Freeport-McMoRan at $33 when Wall Street was remained widely bullish Freeport-McMoRan. Bear in mind that our call made in Freeport-McMoRan at the top, it was coincident with the downgrades in certain in commodities, as well as in particular in gold. I bet on the crash in gold, and Freeport-McMoRan I elected to be my preference, my number one preference on the short side for those that they wanted to invest on the short side in the collapse of gold. Freeport-McMoRan and also Newmont Mining, as you are aware of. You find plenty of case studies and articles published in our website with regards to both companies. Freeport-McMoRan, it was one of the opportunities, a historical opportunity for those that they wanted to follow my personal guidance. Last year in 2015, there was bonds in shares of Freeport-McMoRan. You remember that I recommended to close 1% of the short position at $7.80. And the bonds, it was almost 100%. And these bonds occurred, and my call was made before the news in the United States that Carl Icahn, an activist investor in the United States, he purchased 88 million shares of this company. However, I said that on a long-term basis, I remained bearish Freeport-McMoRan in the sense that I didn't visualize shares to or a new bull market. So what we did last year in 2015, after shares they bounced to a price target that I announced to be at most, in my personal opinion, $14. We downgraded Freeport-McMoRan from strong sell on a long-term basis to junk. And since then, in the past basically 5 months, shares they went from $14 all the way down to yesterday, or this price, $3.69. So $3.69, I announced for the first time ever in the past years, since our downgrade to strong sell, that I closed entirely the short position in Freeport-McMoRan, and going forward, I'm not interested anymore to sell short Freeport-McMoRan. So during the rest of 2016, I will not ever reopen a short position in Freeport-McMoRan. My work in Freeport-McMoRan, it is complete. I will not return to the short side in Freeport-McMoRan. Kaput, finished, junk rating, short position, closed. You were informed in real time in your account on Yammer, on live streaming, closed $3.69. I will not again sell short or remain short Freeport-McMoRan for the rest of 2016. Even if shares they go to $3, $2 or $1.50, I will not remain short Freeport-McMoRan for the rest of 2016. All right. So what I'm going to do here is to position myself in order to make this visible to you on the chart. And I'm going here to do precisely to annotate. I'm going to type this 100% short position closed $3.69. Hold on a second. And this. So what I'm going to do here, January 15, I'm going to zoom just the past few months, just for you to visualize the complete meltdown, all right? I'm going to put it here, 100% of the short position closed at $3.69. Notice the meltdown and our downgrade here to junk, $14 on Carl Icahn News, all right? So the news, the close of the short position $7.80, a live video, a call made available to everyone, public worldwide. Shares, they went all the way up to, I think, exactly $14. So my price target, it was, as I announced to you, $13.70. And since then, we downgrade then shares to strong sell to junk, and the meltdown, complete collapse to $3.69, okay? So 1% of the short position closed at $3.69. I'm going to, pardon, here to make it, big for you to have it clear, explicit, as I've been since the beginning of this presentation. This is the value of the presentation per se. So I quit the short side, the multi-year short side, and my bearish outlook long term in Freeport-McMoRan. I quit, I'm done with Freeport-McMoRan. I'm not going to remain short the stock in the sense of shares going down to $0 or to $1. And I told you that it was very difficult, almost impossible, to predict where the bottom it would be. Whether it is $3.69, that is not of my concern. My concern is you had to invest on the short side in Freeport-McMoRan. You had the possibility to double, quintuple, 10 times, 20 times, 30 times when we downgrade the shares strong sell to junk, and never then to quit the short side ever in Freeport-McMoRan. Never. We never said buy to hold Freeport-McMoRan. We never said, I repeat, buy to hold Freeport-McMoRan. I said there is no new bull market in Freeport-McMoRan. There is no new bull market in Freeport-McMoRan, okay? I announced the same with regards to certain other companies, as you are aware of junk ratings, for example, the case of Chesapeake Energy, that also melted down to the prices that you have here, $3.70. So having closed the short position in Freeport-McMoRan, you are going forward free to do whatever you want, including to buy the stock. But the principle, the investment principle that has been described here in thousands of case studies, and it is clear and explicit in the basic trading course, in this sort of speculative instrument, as it is the case of Freeport-McMoRan, and a very, I repeat, troubled company with very negative fundamentals, obviously one will not ever invest in Freeport-McMoRan. So, for example, last year when I told you that Morgan Stanley announced an overweight rating in shares of this company with a $28 price target, I consider ridiculous, okay? Completely ridiculous. I don't comprehend how is it possible a team that names itself to be professional or an investment firm to have an overweight rating in Freeport-McMoRan. They could at most say that, Freeport-McMoRan eventually, we are waiting to see what the company has to say, blah, blah, blah. but there are no excuses or arguments, okay? I never had a buy rating, and even worse, a strong buy rating or an overweight rating in this company, all right? Never. Other than the call that I made last year, I repeat, that was important. The ahead of the bonds, almost 100% in terms of percentage, the $7.80 to $13.70. So I was, until the very last minute, until today, I was always a believer on the short side in Freeport-McMoRan, and therefore my currents by downgrading Freeport-McMoRan strong sell to junk, with the target price $3.69, target price that was announced to you live in real time by closing 100% of short positions. If you wish to remain short going forward, it is up to you. I'm not going to remain short Freeport-McMoRan, as I told you. With regards to eventually, if you are interested to invest in Freeport-McMoRan, as I said, investment principle, it is often the same. You only buy shares after you made the most, you profited the most from the collapse. So no matter if the company disappears, it does not matter if the share price goes down to 50 cents or $1 or $2 or whatever, you can buy shares finally of Freeport-McMoRan. You can speculate in Freeport-McMoRan. I repeat, you can speculate in Freeport-McMoRan. It is not you can invest in Freeport-McMoRan. It is different. This has been always a speculative vehicle or instrument and never an investment. Investment, they call it, it's at Morgan Stanley or Carl Icahn himself, all right? We never call this an investment other than to do it on the short side for the crash, all right? So, I repeat, you can do it today to speculate eventually on the long side in Freeport-McMoRan going forward for the rest of 2016 or 2017, 2018, 2020 and so on. Because I quit the short side in Freeport-McMoRan, I'm finally pleased with the results that I've been looking for years in Freeport-McMoRan. And this is the stock forecast for Freeport-McMoRan 2016, including all the earnings calls during the course of 2016, since I no longer have a short position in Freeport-McMoRan or a bearish outlook in the sense of betting that is going down to zero, that I don't consider that is necessary. All right? So if you have questions, you can refer to, we have several levels of support, depending on your service, you can make those questions, but you also can refer to my comments on live streaming. But I think this presentation, it has been extraordinarily explicit, I would say. So I'm going here to go back to position myself, just to wish you good luck as an investor going forward in 2016. With regards to overall market situation is completely different. And also to finalize by appreciating and to thank you your trust and confidence in my own personal judgment and evaluation of these historical opportunities in the US stock market. Not only the case of Freeport-McMoRan, the case of Newmont Mining, the case of Chesapeake Energy, the case of oil stocks, Transocean, and so on, plenty of opportunities that you had to really to make a vast amount of money that in these historical opportunities that they were not as most they claim to be investment opportunities, but instead not ever to forget that you have two sides in a market to play with or to profit from, the long side and the short side. And these cases that I refer to here on a multi-year basis to be investments on the short side. So when people, they always consider that a profit has to be made by buying a stock, we always refer to there are two possibilities, or you do it on long side or on the short side. To neglect the short side is basically saying no to 50% or more of the universe of stocks that you have. And for example, those that they miss of the crash in Freeport-McMoRan, oil stocks, Newmont Mining's gold stocks, and so on. I think that it was a profound mistake, a very serious mistake to miss these historical opportunities in the markets. I'm being 100% honest, frank, as always I've been here telling you my own judgment with regards to these companies, okay? Thank you and good luck going forward in the markets.